Hey there, it's me, David, Pastor David. Been driving up to Lake Tahoe today, and I started praying in tongues about the time I got on the freeway. And I've been praying for certain individuals in the church as a whole, the Ridge Church. And as I'm praying, I'm getting this kind of like image for you, for me, for the church at large, for us, the believers. As I'm watching the river, the American River that we drive past when we're on this drive, it's just really full from all of the rain that we've been having, and it's just going to get fuller. And that's one thing that happens to a believer when we are praying in the Spirit, when we're following, when we're heeding and obeying God and doing what He's called us to do, and saying and doing what He has for us to do. And as we're doing that, we're filling ourselves up, and especially in praying in the Spirit. Praying in the Spirit just really fills you up in the Spirit. You get fuller to where there's an overflow. But what I'm seeing is an open heaven overflow, an open heaven overflow of heaven just pouring down resources for you today. If you will receive it, if you'll take hold of it and grasp that, there is an abundance of rain. There's an abundance of provision that God has provided for you and for me, for all of His family. There's not just, there's not there was the early church and then there's the latter church. No, there's the church, and the church has the same provision from beginning to end. And we have just barely begun to tap into what God has for us. And I believe that if you'll receive it, and if you'll activate and say, I believe that I receive resources in abundance from heaven, that you will begin to experience resources in abundance from heaven. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that today as I'm out here on my drive. Pray in the Spirit, stay plugged in. Amen. God bless you. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow's our big Christmas event. We celebrate the birth of Jesus, the birth of the Messiah, the birth of the Christ into the world so that He could reconcile. He's a seed sown into the earth so that we could be the harvest on that seed. And that's one seed. That's a bunch of increase. That's a bunch of harvest. And we're going to celebrate tomorrow the birth of Jesus. And don't forget, we're going to have our indoor snowball fight tomorrow as well. That's always a lot of fun. I love you guys so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.